All right, folks. Good afternoon if you're back east. Good morning to everybody who's watching and listening here in Vegas. We are about to start the 2004 boys game versus the Boise Timbers. It's our second game of this trip out west. Guys doing their walkout now, and hopefully we'll be ready to start in another minute here. So thanks for tuning in. Look forward to a fun game today. Got for everybody who has been tuned in for the 2005 boys game. We saw a really good game, really great first half, and the 2005 Sporting Kansas City team turned out to be a little too much for the Real boys to handle. But it was a good game nonetheless, and Real's still in it. The 2005 boys are in it. They've got a couple more games, one this afternoon against another tough team, and then a fifth game tomorrow, all shortened games. But they're still in the tournament, and we'll be back to watch them. But right now, we've got the 04 boys playing their first game of Saturday, their first and only game of Saturday, which is their second game of this Vegas trip, which is the second leg of the National League. Right now, sitting in third position after a draw yesterday to Satilo FC. Went into yesterday in a basically three-way points tie for second place. Drew, so each team got a point, and the other team who was tied in that second spot played this Boise Timbers and won decisively. So they got the 3 points, advance. They're now in first place. That's Sparta from Utah. We're going to get to play them tomorrow morning. But right now we've got the Boise Timbers who have some possession. Turnover to Braden Short, who's in the right back, who gets a step through, a play around. A nice little layoff to Kay McGrath, who shields. Ball gets wide. We've got players forward down the left side. There's Joey Sino, keeps the ball in bounds. Got some numbers in the box. Can Joey get the ball in? Can't get the ball in, but he definitely forces our first corner kick. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Everybody can see okay. I've got a little more zoom than I'm used to, so let me back it out a little bit. But the ball's in play. Joey Sino puts the ball in. Real kick. Looked like an Andrew Kitch lefty volley shot on goal, but it's wide of the goal, and the Timbers are going to have a goal kick. First goal kick of the game. Conditions today are near perfect for soccer. Field's nice. It's a comfortable temperature. See parents out here in short sleeve shirts. There's almost no wind. Sunny. Just a nice day. So we're going to enjoy it. Hopefully we can enjoy the game. Real's looking for some goals here. Obviously need a win. Plan on a win. But it's going to have to be a big win because of the math needed to advance if it comes down to a goal differential situation. So Timbers have struggled in the National League so far. And they're moving the ball through here. Good defensive stick by Nick Ushak. Played out and deflected out of bounds to lead a Real throw. So Braden Short with a throw to Cade, who holds up, but the ball flips off and out of bounds, and there's another throw. Braden puts this one back. Nick sees Thomas. Near side, we've got Short, who plays it around the back. 40-minute halves here. Nick finds Andrew Kitch in that holder spot. Andrew Kitch gets the ball wide to Tyler, who gets the ball wider to Joey Sino. And the Timbers played that very tightly and forced a Real clearance out of bounds for a Timbers throw. So ball's wide, Timbers are attacking down the right wing. Joey steps on the ball, wins possession, plays it square to Felipe, who sees a running Angus Kenson through, and Angus is in a dangerous spot here. Sees Cade, Cade cuts it back to Angus, back to Cade, who's onside, looking to play the ball to the middle, and the Timbers play it out to Andrew Kitch, who steps up in front of a couple Timbers, keeps possession, gets through some guys, lay off to Cade, back to Andrew Kitch, but not on his foot, and the Timbers knock it out of bounds. Hopefully everybody can see okay. Give me a shout out, thumbs up, something or other, so that I know we're doing fine here on the broadcast. But thanks for tuning in. Good step by Charlie Kitch, but that is following a foul. Presumably Angus came in late and got body and no ball. Ref spotted the foul, and the Timbers played it short. But they do not appear used to that tactic. And the ball goes long and directly out of bounds on the far side. And I think I got John Capicco bringing down a little touch trap. And on the throw to Tyler, got forward. Tyler didn't keep possession, but he does win it back. Cage spotting up, turns, finds Braden in a beautiful overlap, and Braden plays a through ball long, and some confusion in the back with the Timbers. Rather than the goalkeeper picking it up, it results in a clearance that goes out of bounds. Throw in to Cade, who's in a good post-up spot, plays it square to Tyler, who puts it drop to Andrew Kitch, wide to Joe. Joe's got a long ball in, something, a header, something on, and no, we did not get a touch, and a ball rolls untouched out of bounds for another goal kick. We can hear the Real boys talking to each other. Got to get a goal. Got to open up this account. First one tends to be the hardest. Teams tend to think they're in the game until allowing a goal. Goal kick out. Ends up, and that ball is over the head and in the goal. And that's exactly what we want to avoid. And that is a really tough counter. It started off with Andrew Kitch misplaying the ball out, ball forward to a striker, and Matt Marino, who's used to playing out of the net as a sweeper, sees the ball sail right over his head in what was a perfect shot. Perfect shot. So it's 1-0 Boise Timbers. Now we're going to feel a little sense of urgency here. Long ball through. Cade's on his horse. Timbers player touches the ball, and Cade gets the final touch before it goes out of bounds. Lead to a Timber throw. Good battle by Thomas. Good battle by Felipe. Tyler gets stepped inside. Now the Portland boys, feeling good about themselves, have the ball in possession and no pressure. No pressure at all. Somebody's got to take the pressure. And a ball comes in, and a 1-2. Another dangerous ball that Real breaks up. But it is not out, and Portland feels like they're going to get another shot. They've got a ball in a dangerous spot. It's crossed. Can they get on the end of it? They do, in a position to shoot, and the shot comes in. Matt Marino calmly picks it up. See if I can zoom back in here. I lost my zoom. Hopefully everybody can see what's going on. The quick throw out to a midfielder who plays it forward. Timbers player gets to it first, but we got a long ball to Kay McGrath, who's attacking 1v4. Really tough position. Andrew Kitch steps through. He's grabbed. I don't know if the ref saw it, called the play on, or they just played through. But we've got a nervous-looking Real team. Braden brings it down to Thomas, who turns and plays through to Cade, who plays it wide to Tyler and finds Joey Sino out on the left wing. Joey's not quite in his overlapping position. Real knocks the ball around. Braden is in his overlapping position. He's got the ball wide. He's going to attack this guy, get to the goal line, get a ball across, but it doesn't, defend it out, and that leaves Real with another corner kick. We'll see if they play another short one or if they go direct into the box. We'll see what comes of it. So if you're just tuning in, we are about 9 minutes in, and so play that long header back across. Real keeps possession. Thomas plays it wide to Angus, who's going to drop a ball in to Nick, who takes the shot. It's on the mark. The goalkeeper gets a hand on it, back to the middle, and there's a Real goal. And if you're just tuning in, that is the equalizing goal. So it's now 1-1. That's a scrappy goal, but one that was truly marked by the will to score. There's no giving up on that. It's a good ball out of this, off the wing by Angus to Nick Ushak, who was ready to put a shot on, and shot. The Timbers goalkeeper mishandled it. It fell short to his right, and we had a guy forward who put it back into the box where we had players waiting, and we got on the board. So now it's 1-1. I think that goal against is going to hurt, but the reality is it is a day for goals, and Real know that they need to put up a pretty big number, so see if they can. That's a good little two-man play by Andrew Kitch and Braden to win possession and move the ball far to Joey Sino, who's on the wing here. He's getting forward. Lays it off to Felipe, who's under a lot of pressure but does a really nice job to get the ball through. And Cade takes his first touch, defended by a Timbers player. He's got Braden. Looks like Braden's going to be alone all day on this right wing. Cade with a little turn. Wants to get Braden on side before he plays to him, and he does. Cade plays it through. He's got a lot of bodies there to try to contend with. Maybe one extra touch. But this is Real's starting to swarm here. And the possession is going to be forward in the Timbers half, hopefully for the rest of this game. Tyler shirt's tugged on a little bit, can't get a perfectly clean ball, but does get it to Joey, who finds Angus, who still keeps possession. He's looking for a player and finds Andrew Kitch, who's alone, wide open, and he's going to take one, and he does. He can't get it under the crossbar, sails high over goal and defense. Not afraid to take a shot, though. That's a shot we didn't take yesterday. And so probably the boys probably took on a little coaching and recognized that the key to winning today is, I think Wayne Gretzky said it, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that was the story yesterday. So I think the Real boys are going to be firing early and often. And Cade's got a turn, not a step, but he keeps in step and forces a turnover out of the back. Real gets possession. We've got turns, layoffs, runners. Tyler gets tripped up, loses possession, and the Timbers play a long ball in to Nick Ushak, who brings it down off a Timbers player to Charlie, to Thomas, back to Nick, wide right, and Braden's on possession right now, looking for someone to find. He sees Tyler with a good little run and an excellent switch. Well done, Tyler, to find the space, and Braden to find the player. And now we've got Joey Sino coming in hard. That ball comes across. It's cleared out and out of play safely by the Timbers. But another good move by the Real left back, made possible by all of the players moving the ball across the field, knowing exactly what's going on. So we got a Real throw over on the far side to the right of the player bench. Substitution. Noah Pollock comes in for Tyler. See if Noah can put a spark here. Here's the Real throw into space, not to a player. Definitely want to try to do a little better than that. So now the Timbers have the ball in a dangerous position. Lots of Real players back to cover each other. But that's the kind of thing that just shouldn't happen. That's a throw in right to a Timbers player. So you'd think with that kind of advantage with the ball, we'd be able to keep it. And Timbers are getting forward a little bit, but can't keep control. Joey Sino picks up the ball, gets through a player. Does not get it out of trouble. The Timbers disrupt what's going on, and now on, I think, a Noah Pollock foul, the Timbers have a free kick. 40 yards out, almost at the far touchline. They may sense that they won't have a lot of scoring opportunities, so they're playing a long ball in. They've got 8 guys around the box, and it's a good ball in a dangerous spot. Lots of players, but nobody can get on the end of it. And Matt Marino watches it safely roll out of bounds. That's a really good direct kick, but probably a little more juice on that one than the Timbers kids could contend with, and they just couldn't get to the end of it. Real's building out of the back here. Nick Ushak finds Braden short, who's looking forward. Timber player on his back, turns and finds Nick Ushak, who's going to play it to Charlie. And Charlie's looking for some of the show. Finds Andrew, who gives Charlie back a terrible ball. Kay McGrath comes way back to collect the ball. And that forced a turnover. The possession just isn't there. First touches are a little awkward, maybe bouncy, bumpy. The Timbers are getting some space to move around, connecting a couple of passes, keeping possession. Find another open guy. Ball's wide. Somehow the ball gets through. Nick Ushak turns and clears to Cade, who takes a touch in motion. Timbers are going to content with letting that roll out of bounds, and it does. The Timbers throw. Coach is giving some instruction to the players who maybe are out of position defensively, maybe not ready to win the ball. Andrew Kitch in the spot finds the space to step through and makes a nice outlet ball to Cade, who turns, finds Felipe, gets Cade back, and Joey Sino screaming down the left wing, cuts in. He's looking for something and gets fouled. So we've got a Real free kick. Coach is calling for Angus. Encouraging call for Angus. We've all seen Angus rip from here. This is a good angle for him. He's going to put a right-footed bender. He spends a lot of time on these. Full-time soccer student. We'll see if he can convert this one. And he bends it around the wall, but right into the arms of the waiting goalkeeper. Not far enough one way or the other to test this keeper. So the keeper's got a ball and a huge left-footed kick that Nick Ushak tracks back and plays perfectly to Andrew Kitch. Lovely play. Andrew Kitch finds Angus and sees Cade on a through ball, and he's onside, and Cade's big touch, and the keeper comes out and, oh boy, makes a terrific save. And he throws it out. And we've got a Timbers player. Cade's going to chase back and give them absolutely nothing. But he does get a ball to the left winger who sees runners. And oh boy, that errant touch into a huge space down the left wing gives Real a throw in. Still not super clean. Felipe battles. Somehow the lines saw that out. Not sure if that was completely out, but it is the call. We're going to have a Timbers throw. Lots of coaching, lots of direction. It's a throw in, buddy. So the score's still 1-1. First goal was a Timbers goal. A long shot from nothing, really. Caught Matt Marino out of the net, and a perfect, absolutely perfect goal resulted in the Timbers' first goal. Had a really nice series of attacks, right, including this one where Cade's in the middle. He's got a player, Andrew Kitch. He's going to attack. What's he going to do with it? He does get to the end line, and he's looking for a pullback. He doesn't get a great pullback. Timbers players are waiting for it. Braden steps forward, intercepts that pass. Braden's looking to get around the end line, and he does. And can he get it in? No, he cannot. But the pressure forces the Timbers player to poke it over the end line for another Real corner kick. So we've got a Real, the third. The last one was a laser over everybody's head. See what Angus does here. There's nobody coming short, so this is going to be a ball in a dangerous spot. Keeper's up, header's up, and it's good. We think that's Andrew Kitch with the header. Angus with a lovely ball up and over the Boise Timbers goalkeeper. So we've got 2-1. That's a nice goal by Andrew. I think so. So 2-1. Got 20 minutes or so halfway through this first half. Looks like Real, aside from being a little bit unorganized defensively, they've got plenty of attacking strength and commitment. So hopefully they can turn this into a bit of a momentum shift and keep this pressure on the Timbers back line, force more chances, and take advantage of them and make the most of them. So we've got a Timbers player getting the ball down the wing, but it rolls out of bounds. So we've got another Real throw. Real throw to Cade, who's posting up, and we got a throw and a sub.
Dude, I thought you can reach that far.
We got two Timbers substitutes coming in here. All right, back to the play. Braden with a nice throw to Cade, who lays it off, finds Felipe, who takes a little turning touch, but finds himself in between three guys, not where he wants to be, not what he wanted to do with the ball, and he's fouled. So we've got another free kick. Real's going to play it quickly. Thomas to Braden, Angus in the corner. Braden cuts in, and he looks for and finds Cade, who's going to find a layoff. Andrew Kitch, who's playing the six there, swings it long and wide to Joey Sino, who's got a man 1v1 wide. But that first touch isn't exactly perfect, and the Timbers player puts him under pressure. But Joey regains his possession, gets to the goal line, gets the ball back very hard. Angus, all he needs to do is redirect it, and he does it perfectly. And at the feet of the Boise goalkeeper, it slips through. So we've got a 3-1 Real lead. 3-1. So the momentum has shifted. Real is going to have to get back a couple of extra goals, and work is cut out for them. but they seem to have the right mindset. So we've about 22 minutes in to go. And, hopefully the boys will keep scoring, and I will figure out new and exciting ways to call them out. Got a few subs coming in. Ryan Koldanek and Link. Give Felipe a rest. And who else took a breather? I think Angus Sett and Nick Ushak is forward. And this is Nick's first touch in the offensive third. He takes a couple of touches. He's got a lot of defenders on him and keeps possession, finds Braden. So we'll see if Nick can get a turn into some space. And there he is. Got two runners. Now Thomas has the ball, finds Cade, runners through. It's a swarm. Andrew Kitch finds a little space to Ryan. Can he get a shot? Or can he get it wide to Braden? And one way or the other, Braden gets the ball and gets it back in to a dangerous area. Boise pokes it out. Thomas wide to Braden. Slips it through to Nick, to Ryan, to Nick, who gets the ball in a dangerous spot. This has to be a shot. But the Timbers player clear it out. Well done. And the Timbers are going to break the other way. And that's a long, clearing, searching ball that Braden kicks under possession, drops off to Link, finds Ryan, who finds Braden, and Braden finds Thomas, and Thomas has acres of room. A couple dribbles, plays it to Noah, who is not going to allow a Timber player to get it from him, and that is excellent work by Noah. Could have gone the other way, but that shows resolve. Braden's got some room over here and lots of white shirts, and that's not where we want to be because you know there's going to be lots of room elsewhere. But Braden does play it forward. Cade McGrath and Braden work it out. Braden's still getting forward. Now we've got guys out of position, but Braden still gets the ball through. Noah to feet, looking to turn. Did not get the ball to Joe. He didn't see him. Maybe he didn't think he had the touch. But now the Timbers are in a breakout here. And the Real boys forward didn't have all the numbers back, but they've got numbers back now. And a Real player knocks it free. Timber player stumbles, but boy, if he gets a look across, he's going to find a wide open left back getting forward, but the ball doesn't get all the way across. It only gets so far as Matt Marino, who comes out and picks it off. Andrew Kitch is going to dribble through a couple guys, but leaves the ball. That just can't happen. And now we've got to counter the other way. Andrew Kitch doing a little too much there by himself. Timbers looking to search that ball in. Clearance is an out. Ryan Koldanek looks for a volley, doesn't get it clean. And as a result, the ball doesn't get cleared. But two touches later, it does. And Noah and Cade are not on the same page. Noah's looking to play the ball wide. Cade's looking for it through the middle, resulting in a Timbers clearance up to a Timbers player who looks like he collided. A couple of Timbers guys over there look like they've got problems. An ankle, maybe he came down and landed wrong on it. A couple guys limping, but they'll get up. Yeah, they're going to get up and resume play. Nobody wants to come out. But it looks like with the coach on the field, he's going to have to leave. And maybe that is a little worse than originally thought. So about 27 minutes in, it's 3-1 Real. Hello to everybody watching, wherever you are. So the ball's back in play. Real's got possession. Ryan finds a space for Braden, who has lots of room to run. Turns, plays the ball back to the middle. Finds Ryan in room. Ryan turns and finds Joey Sino in space, who lays it off to Andrew Kitch. who finds Joey Sino again. Boys are content to move the ball through the middle. Braden's got acres of room. Joey finds him in the overlapping run. Puts a nice ball through to Cade, who's on the run, and the Timbers defender sees it and makes a nice sliding stop. And the ball rolls out of bounds, so it's a Real ball. We've got Luke Carey in the play. Braden gets a nice ball across. Oh, and what a hand! The keeper makes the save, and Noah Pollock there for the rebound to poke it in. It's a really good cross. Well done, Noah, to be there. No hesitation. He knows he wants to shoot, knows that's his job, and does it. Ball's up, hands high. The keeper can't hold on to it because it comes in from close range, and Noah's there ready to put it back. And now it's 4-0. So Real doing its job. 0-0. They know they've got to continue to press and continue to attack and continue to make chances and then make the most of them. And here we are. Nick Ushak puts a nice ball forward. Cade with a shot at the feet of the Boise goalkeeper, who gets down and knocks it away from trouble and then gathers it. And here's another one of those huge kicks that lands safely with a Real foot. That's Andrew Kitch, who's going to find Noah, who pokes it wide to Sino again, who's got a ton of room. Is he looking for a man to beat, or is he looking for a man to play? He gets around, gets the ball across, but it's not all the way crossed. Andrew Kitch still has possession, is still attacking, and he gets the ball across, and who's there? Players, and Braden's going to come through, but he can't get to it before the Timbers player knocks it away. Sees the run, makes the run. Now he's got the ball on the end line and keeps it in, finds Luke. Luke finds Ryan. No, Pollock! Oh my God! He pulls the bike! He does! That ball comes through, a little flick touch by Ryan Koldanek. Noah facing away from goal. And he scores one for the weekend. Well done, Noah. That goalkeeper sees it coming, but it's coming in really hot, and he can't get a hand on high enough, fast enough to parry it away, and it sneaks in the top of the goal. So Real is absolutely doing its thing right now. 5-1. And the Sharks are circling. Cade McGrath gets the ball deep. Ryan Koldanek is not going to relinquish possession. He gets forward, gets the ball, knocks it back. 30 roughly minutes in. So we got another 10. Real's going to keep pushing forward. They've got possession. Nick Ushak lays it off to Andrew Kitch in the middle of the field, who's going to just keep possession, knocks it wide to Charlie, a little forward. Ryan finds Andrew, who knocks it down safely, who finds Nick Ushak. The ball movement is really nice. Now they've got numbers up. Nice little step through. Good ball by Braden through to a posted up Cade McGrath, who does get the turn, and the Timbers defender in the right place at the right time knocks the ball over the end line for another corner kick. So we've got Cade McGrath taking this corner. Lots of bodies in the box. It's all long balls today. And this one's in. It's up. It's long. Andrew Kitch with a header. And the Timbers goalkeeper comes out and gathers it. And they're looking for a quick counter here. Don't have a lot of bodies forward, but they've got 3-on-3 down the right wing, and it rolls out of bounds. So it rolls out of bounds, so we've got Real with the ball back in its defensive third. They don't want to stay here too long because there's still a good 6 or 7 minutes on the clock, and their objective is to get goals today. So Braden looking for Cade, does not connect with him. Braden's have a terrific first half so far, getting on to the end line. This ball's through. Matt Marino in a good spot to come out and calmly collect it. Braden to Andrew Kitch, takes a tough touch, finds Nick Ushak, who's moving the ball, pinging it through the middle of the field, and Ryan finds the through ball to Noah, who puts another forward through ball, and the diagonals weren't on at that time. So the Boise goalkeeper picks it up and plays it out. Braden collects. Braden's battling for possession and had a bouncing ball to deal with and just couldn't bring it down as it kept, moving towards Boise defenders. Boise's trying to move the ball around. They get the ball wide down the right side, but it's tending to roll out of bounds. Real's throw in. Real's comfortable right now in possession. They had attack wave after attack wave and scored 3 really quick goals, but not much in about the last minute. So we'll see if we can get this move going. Luke Carey is looking for a ball, can't find it, doesn't pick out a pass, and is dispossessed there. But Ryan Koldanek comes back and wins back the ball. Now they've got some possession. Finds Luke Carey again. Let's see if Luke can do better. He does. He puts a little one-time through. He decides, all right, I took too many touches last time. This time it's not going to happen. I'm just going to play it to Cade, who didn't read the one touch or the run. He did force some trouble by the Timbers defender, and Timbers have to play the ball long right to the Real backs. So Real's looking for a play out. And I'm not sure if Andrew Kitch saw Noah, the ref, the Timbers player, but we're going to have a Real foul. Timbers are looking to play this ball quickly. And Noah steps in front, allowing his teammates to get back, recover, and get set up, forcing the Timbers to play a long ball, which ends up out of bounds. So we've got 5 minutes to go. Roughly 5-1 score. We've got a 33 viewers at home, so and here a thumbs up and a Real possession. Braden short, back right to Lincoln, to Charlie, to Nick Ushak, who's dropped back into the 6, or at least on this move that he has. Andrew Kitch looks like he's moved forward a little bit. The ball through to Cade. Cade doesn't get all the way back for it. He'd been able to shield off player up to this point, but that one, the center back gets through him. So it's a throw deep in the Real defensive third. Ball's moving from right to left through the penalty box. Nick Ushak comes back to act as an outlet to Lincoln, who finds Braden. And Braden's got his head up and finds Cade, who comes all the way back. He's not going to be beaten with the ball that time, but that first touch lets him down, and it's a Real turnover, Boise possession. And Boise's going to knock the ball around the back, and they don't want to keep it up back there for very long. Charlie Kitch does a really good job of picking up that long through ball. Didn't look like it was going anywhere. There were no diagonal runs. Might have ended up in Matt Marino's hand. But Charlie lays off a nice one-touch volley to Ryan Koldanek, who turns the ball forward. And as Real knocks it around in its defensive half, Portland fouls. So we've got a Portland kick and Portland players who want the ball, and Real players who are not aware of their surroundings. By players, I mean Andrew Kitch, the announcer's son. So he's going to hear it a little bit. Knows what I think. I think the same thing the coach thinks. Probably the same thing that Andrew thinks. But Andrew's going to tighten up his play. Not sure how the guys are all feeling. But Braden steps the ball forward, finds space. Nick Ushak, he's in some room to play the ball, finds Josino wide. Josino comes in for it. Josino is now getting the ball through. Looks to see Cade on the diagonal run, but the ball could not get through. And a Timbers through ball. Charlie Kitch decides to step up. He's going to take some of the brunt of the running. Gabe McGrath's first touch is off there. That's all right. Noah Pollock sees the ball run through. He gets to the end line, and that's going to be a corner kick. Good defensive play by the Timbers. Really strong heads-up play by Noah, who sees the turnover, goes and gets it. So we've got a corner kick. We'll see what Real does. They play it short this time to Josino, to Ryan, who plays a direct ball through. Couldn't be collected. Ball gets cleared out to the Real backs. We regain possession. Move it to the left wing. There's a battle for a loose ball, and Real turns it over. Timbers come out with it, but it's not clean possession, and they knock the ball out of bounds. So nearly 40 minutes gone. 5-1. Real's got possession. Braden Short down this right wing. He's going to cut in and gets under and through a Boise player. Sees the 1v1, sees the wall pass. Old school give and go. The ball gets through. Cade with a run. He's going to cut it back. Can he find some help? He does. He finds Joe. Oh, he wants to send in a ball and just cannot get anything on it. So the Timbers are looking to break out. Nick Ushak, well done, well read. Comes back, that closing speed. But the Real boys can't keep possession. Timbers pick it up, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be about the last whistle of the half. See if the ref's going to let us make a play in. The ball's live, played backwards. They're going to have to quickly get this ball in to a dangerous area to get one more scoring opportunity. And I don't know if the boys realize the time on the clock. Andrew Kitch does, but that first touch lets him down, and he can't keep possession. That's a couple of times. And what happens is now Real's got a turnover in midfield, which leads to a long ball. Timbers chase it down. What would have been a scoring opportunity turns into a turnover. Ushak sees the ball forward, gets it through. Linesman's out of position to make a call on the offsides. Cade McGrath is through, and that's going to be a corner kick. Call it out when I see it. I think all parents were chuckling at that comment. The ball's in, and it's in play, but the linesman is in position to call that an out and in, so that's going to be a goal kick, and we'll end the half on that. So, 5-1. With the exception of an unfortunate goal allowed by the Real boys, kind of on path for what they wanted. So, thanks for everybody tuning in. Hang tight for just a couple minutes, and I'll be signing back in. 5-1 Real over